Hey Lisa, this is Matthew with Denison Yachting. I am on first sip. I'll give you a quick walkthrough. Let me flip the camera around. We're losing a little bit of light here, so hopefully you can still see. But the teak's in great shape. He gave me a healthy budget to have the teak cleaned and then sealed with like a Simcoe type product. But it's in great shape, the teak decks. So this particular boat's equipped with the sail lock, or the option would be the crew cabin, but that's really not needed on a boat this size. It's owner operated, in my opinion. I had to pull the Genoa off. There was some damage to it, and it's at a loft being repaired. You can see it has the rigging for a Code Zero or a Spinnaker. The Code Zero is shot. If it's still on the listing, I apologize. I need to remove it. So let's walk aft. It's a roller furling mainsail, swing back spreaders, 2 spreaders, radar. He has the hardware equipped for a self-tacking jib. I do not believe that's in the inventory. I believe the sail plan, it was a Code Zero, a Genoa, and a roller furling main. Code Zero shot, so just the Genoa and the roller furling main. And the canvas on this boat's much better than what you would get from the factory. I used to work for Bento on the wholesale side before I made the retail transition, so this is actually isinglass as opposed to what you would get from France. And the stitching is, Gore-Tex stitching that doesn't fall apart. The zippers are of a higher quality. I'm sure you know that the OCN is 55, so there's no need for me to give you the spill on that, on the features and benefits of this boat. This does not convey his KVH. He's a young professional and he always wanted to be connected. But he bought the boat. He was not an owner-operator. He just, I guess, had the allure of seeing a pretty boat sail by on a beach. He's a super nice guy, but did not work out for him. He may have used it once or twice. I was over in Nassau, and that's how I got the listing. Somebody said, call Matthew Morrison. He's close to Nassau. Bring it to Dania Beach, which is south of Fort Lauderdale, and he'll help you sell it. Okay, I'm going to take you down below. Okay, now we're down below. You can see the settees to port, the dinets to starboard, and this can be configured in a variety of ways. Nav station also to starboard. That's the remote panel for your genset. That's the master for your B&G radio. Your 12 volt up here. And then your 110 volt stuff here. And so looking aft, there are 2 aft cabins, are both symmetrical. And these are something custom made, that forward of the Dodger, and right around, I guess it's forward of the mast actually. These are pillows, but below are sun pads. So his intention was to use the boat for entertaining. Now walk in the port aft cabin. He has a washer dryer option. And here's the galley. So you have a top loading freezer and a typical dorm type refrigerator. Almost I guess it is a dual basin sink, but not the same size. Microwave. 3 burner LP cooktop with an oven. And where his plant's sitting, that's a recessed mount for the TV. It pops up electrically. the Bose Acoustimass. And this would be the owner's suite. So you can't be shy. So whoever's in here is going to see you showering. It's not opaque, it's completely transparent. But it's a good use of space. And then this is the head in the owner's suite. And underneath here, some more 110 outlets and storage, kind of like a vanity because there's a, you could put a stool in front of it. So to my knowledge, the seller, he's a very honest person, but he's extremely green when it comes to boating. He would never be dishonest with us, but to my knowledge, the only thing that was wrong with the boat when I took it when it came from Nassau was the water tank was shifting. So underneath this forward bunk, we had to pull the water tank and we had to order a new one from Bento. And we had to do some carpentry work because of the shifting. You can see right here, there's scratches. And if you open this drawer, I don't know if you'll be able to see them. Yeah, it seems kind of stuck. If you open this drawer, you'll be able to see where the water tank shifted. It made some gouges in the stringer. To me, personally, it looks like the water tank did shift and it just kind of banged into things. But I would have it thermal imaged regardless, just to make sure it had no impact on the integrity of the boat. We have a terrible, terrible problem with no CMs here. Our marina is right on a marsh, getting eaten alive. But if you have any other questions, feel free to give me a call.